Yo, 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 no big intro for this one. We're coming right out of that show and going right into this one. This is Jessica Vanderpool, and she has an awesome, awesome project that I got lucky enough to spy on somebody else's show. And I was like, oh, no, 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 you got to come to my house. How y'all doing? Welcome to the madness. Oh, look, Wolvo, first guy in the chat. What's up, bro?
Wow. Wow,
That
wow.
quick. That's I know that quick. I haven't even shared this out or anything. People are popping in. We're ready.
Yeah, how did
How
they
you
get the
doing,
link?
Jessica?
I'm great. Pops, thanks so much for having me tonight. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's look. I love doing this. I love meeting you guys. I love getting eyes on what you all do. It's uh, it's been my way of giving something back. Okay, obviously a lifetime of entertainment that you all have provided me. People like you and in the real soon future you because you're on my list
Yes.
of pod projects backed. Yes, I have to
Thank
keep track
you.
because you know. But yeah, as soon as I saw it, I have grandkids. I have four grandkids, and as soon
Mhm.
as I saw your book, I was like, I love it when I can back ones for the kids. You know,
Absolutely.
I think I even asked you, hey, is it going to be done by Christmas?
That's right. It was you. And I was like, maybe. Ah.
It's okay though. Hey, late
Yeah.
Christmas. I see. I tell the kids every time one of them packages ends up at the door, especially like the ones I don't pay for that people
Mhm.
just like gift me. I'm like, that's my Santa Claus.
Right?
I will never quit believing in Santa Claus because he keeps bringing stuff to my door. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I tell the kids. It's like, it's not just Christmas Day. Grandpa doesn't have to wait till Christmas Day. Grandpa gets stuff all year round, you know, and I try to keep the magic alive in them that,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
look, this is what happens. Grandpa didn't pay for this. Grandpa didn't pay for this. You know, it's like Santa
Yeah.
sent this to my house, you know.
And there's something special about getting like a book or especially a comic for Christmas. I remember growing up in middle school, like every year for about 4 years, I would get this like comic anthology, and it's the Christmas present I probably remember the best. And I still have it, and I still look at it, and I still reference it. It just keeps going. I love it.
Yes, I have so many things that I love about, you know, not so much childhood. I was more of a teenager, got kicked in the head with comics. I was
Mhm.
a intellectual mythology nerd. I was a different
Oh,
kind of nerd till I
ooh,
realized that Thor was in comics, and then I became a comic nerd too.
it's a good nerd. Yeah.
It just happened that way, you know. But
Mhm.
yeah, look, kids, Grandpa's a stoner. Any random day can be.
He's an optimist.
Now look, the kids understand Grandpa and his medication. No, that's all good. We're controlled. I'm more worried about the dogs than I am the kids. They get right up in your face. Give me a hit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Stay all away from me. Yeah, the dogs really do. They want to be all up in your face when you're,
Mhm.
you
That's
know.
why I have a cat. But I had to kick her out of the room because otherwise she'd be like walking back and forth here. So,
See, now we have friends that's cats are part of the show. Okay.
oh yeah,
Oh
oh
yeah,
they
we
would
have
be.
we have a bunch of friends whose cats are actually part of the show. When we have them on, their cats are always part of the. You know, they get on the screen just like you said. They go walking by, or
Oh
you
yeah,
know, they yeah. Everybody's
paws.
animals are part of the show. Even mine usually. I don't know what's up with Brock. He's just laying over there all quiet today.
Wow,
Uh, yeah,
very
uh,
chill.
I don't know. He's just being weird
Is that your
today.
dog? Is that a dog or a cat?
He's husky.
Ooh.
He's the smaller of the two, but the more vocal. And usually he's up over
Oh.
here, always talking to everybody when
Yeah.
I'm on. Today he's just kind of.
Just
He didn't
chilling.
come up and say anything. He must have been up all night or something.
We had a
He's
wild
curled up in
weekend.
a ball. He's curled up in a ball right now. So
Aw.
yeah. And yes, back then all we nerds were intellectual mythology, D&D, ancient weapons. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Um,
Hard.
had a blast
Still.
though. Had a great, as far as the entertainment value for a teenager back then wasn't that bad. I mean, you look
Mhm.
at today, they got everything, right?
Oh
But
yeah.
we got Bruce Lee, we got Star Wars, the first Star Wars, the
Mm-hmm.
original. We got all that when I was a teenager, and we had never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was all fresh and new. You guys get stuff that's, I mean, the younger generation gets stuff that's a rehash. It's still killer. It's, some
Yeah.
kung fu stuff. It's not Bruce Lee. You know?
Nope. I hear you. I hear you.
So, I mean, it wasn't that bad to be a teenager back in the 70s. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I look at this stuff now. The toys, no, we didn't have nothing
Oh
close.
my gosh.
Okay. The stuff that we buy the grandkids now is amazing compared to what we didn't have. Just the Lego sets are ridiculous,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I got a
So,
drone for my kid, on just because it was Saturday. Like,
yeah. I mean, I want you to know we're only under your own time constraints. There's no end time to this show. So you don't have to rush through showing off your campaign. We're going to pull it up. We're going to talk about it. Take your
cool.
time. I'm not going to kick you off the air until you're tired of me.
Or until I'm tired. It's been a long Monday. But we're
Yeah,
good.
well,
We're good.
Mondays are always horrible for me. I don't know why. It's the
Yeah.
day I scheduled to do all my weekly shows, but then it's like usually at the end of I'll wake up on Monday going, man, I don't want to do that today.
Uh-huh.
you
Uh-huh.
know, but I do it. But I do follow through. I always follow through. So
Well, that's impressive. I mean, you had one show ahead of time. Is this your second show? How many you got going on?
well, I do a monthly CromCon monthly, the last
Uh-huh.
weekend of every month, which is the whole weekend. Okay, we start at noon on Saturday. We go all, till midnight. We start
Uh-huh.
at noon on Sunday. We go till midnight. We have a Friday pre-con kickoff show the night before, and then of course Monday Madness and First Timer Spotlight the Monday after. So the last weekend of the month is my crush point.
Yeah.
This weekend coming up is my crush point. The rest of it's just my Monday shows.
Yeah.
Monday Madness and First Timer Spotlight on, which is what you're on. First Timer Spotlight on. Yes. And it was an idea that I came up with Piper, and we were like, let's do a show. And we did for a little while, and now it's like I'm just kind of doing it myself to keep it going. I don't want it to die.
Yeah.
I don't want the show idea to die. It was a good show. Bring out people, highlight their first time campaigns, get some eyes on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I used to come out here at 8 o'clock at night on Monday, and I was out here against everybody. Everybody else was out here at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I wouldn't get very many views. So I switched it up. We went earlier Monday Madness at 4 o'clock, and then this show at 6 o'clock, and we seem to do better on the actual people watching, how many people are watching, whatever.
Right.
And we're on Twitch. This is live in the Facebook group, in the Comic Related Madness. So, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitch, and I forgot I haven't put it on Twitter yet. I better go do that. I don't know. Most of my shows, I do have a co-host, and we can kind of like bounce stuff back and forth as far as responsibilities and whatnot. But
yeah.
when I'm doing it myself, sometimes I forget in the beginning. Usually I have a co-host out here. They'll take the first 5 minutes of the show, and I'll just share it out everywhere. That's what I do,
Yeah.
But when I don't have a co-host, I just forget. But now we're on Twitter too, and I need to pin that to the top of my profile so everybody sees this.
And you're talking and you're doing these things at the same time. I do some live streaming too. So I'm kind of like learning the ropes and figuring out the rhythm and trying to get it out everywhere. And usually something fails or camera fails. So I'm just kind of like, take some notes here. This is good stuff.
Yes. And thank you for that segue, because this is how you make sure all your bills get paid. I still have one more ad that I have not played yet today.
Well,
when they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line. And if you walked in the wrong wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136. I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
Ooh.
Glenn is going to be at CromCon this weekend. Glenn had a family loss in the family. He won't be able to appear this week. He'd say he will try to get with us next Monday night during Monday Madness. So, you know, we can still talk to Glenn a little bit about that awesome Kirby book and video that he put together.
Yeah.
Now, we got anxious people in the chat. They don't want to hear about our look at this. James is like, let's get to the meat of this thing, man.
I was looking at that. I'm excited.
Yeah, the sales pitch introduced me to Stella, angelic janitor of the stars, but it doesn't tell me what the story's really about. Why do I care about her, and what is she up to that's interesting?
What a great
She's cute.
question.
She's cute right off the top, y'all. Look at that facial expression. You know.
And she knows it, right?
Yeah.
No, well, thank you so much for asking. I'll give the pitch a little bit. You may have read a little bit about what it is, but let me go and give you the pitch. And can I play the video too? Is that all right?
Yes, you may.
All right. So, well, first of all, I'll again say that my name is Jessica Vanderpol. I am the writer and illustrator of Interstellar Space Angel. And it is a 32-page comic introducing my character Stella. So that's partially answering your question, and I'll get more into that. And that's why it's kind of like, it's more of an introduction story. I am crowdfunding this to get it printed because I want to get this into as many hands as possible. It's a story I'm very passionate about. It is the start of my graphic novel that I am working on. And it's sort of the teaser trailer to the graphic novel. And it's getting you prepped for the world that's about to come. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. I know maybe some of you have seen it already, but I'll go ahead and play it. And hopefully the sound comes through all right. Apologies if it's a little garbled, but we'll get that started.
Hello, my name is Stella, and I am a space angel. Hi, my name is Jessica Vanderpol, and I'm the writer and artist of Interstellar Space Angel. Meet Stella, the angelic being who takes care of the inner workings of space. Her life in space is nothing short of unique adventures and challenges that only being a space angel brings. But even with every star at her fingertips, Stella still wonders what life is like on Earth and how she can help bring the light of hope to a world in need. I believe that stories can powerfully impact people for the better, sparking new excitement, rekindling old dreams, and inspiring hope that so many people desperately need. I want to get Interstellar Space Angel into as many hands as possible. To do that, I'll be printing physical copies of the book so that it can reach a wider audience. I need your help to make this dream a reality. Please consider backing this campaign and sharing with a friend or someone you know who will appreciate it. And with your contribution, you get some pretty cool things. to include the book, artwork, and some fun swag. This campaign runs from August 3rd through 31st, 2021. So claim your copy now while these sale prices last. Thank you again for all your support and helping me create stories that make an impact and leave people in a better place than where they were before. And as always, onwards and upwards.
So there you have it. So
I love this audience. Clearly, she's an interplanet Janet. She's a galaxy girl, a solar system miss from a future world. She travels like a rocket with her comet team, and there's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen.
hats off. That's impressive. Man, you just dropped that right in the chat. I'm impressed. Well,
we got Will from Creators Outlet. He's probably going to be wanting to get you on his show. I'm sure RJ's already been in touch with you about being on his show. That's how we do this. We find you, we pass you along. Wolvo, you need to tell everybody over there at Red Valkyrie, this one's got to be on the show. Gots to be on the show. We're going to get you out there, get you seen. You said August 31st, right?
August 31st. What is that? That's
Okay.
next Tuesday. That's
Are you
coming up.
having a countdown party? Do you have anything scheduled to come out live for that last hour and yell at everybody?
I'm working on it. I'm still getting the word out right now and trying to get as many people aware of it. I want to go back really fast and just talk to James's question earlier. Okay. I love your question, James. Why do I care about her and what is she up to? That's interesting. And, because it's kind of fun. Yeah, she takes care of space and it's fun, but where is this really going? So I'm actually going to divert quickly and talk a little bit about the graphic novel. So I have a website and you can find more information about everything I do, including Interstellar Space Angel. This particular book that I'm working on, my graphic novel is called Interstellar Out of This World. So it is coming soon to a solar system near you. And you will find much of what this book is about, but Stella is one of the key players in this book. And it also follows another character named Kyle Brightman. And I won't go and talk all about this because you can go and read it. But the gist is that Kyle is a student at college. He's studying astronomy and he runs into Stella, who he eventually finds out is a space angel. And what happened is she's basically looking over Earth, taking care of space, and got sort of crash landed onto Earth, got hit by a meteor, crash landed on Earth, and is stuck there. And so they kind of bump into each other. She never really gets to explore Earth very often. So she gets to see Earth and experience what humans get to experience. And it's really fun for her to see something different. However, because she's a space angel, takes care of the cosmos, without her there, things start falling apart in space. So they need to find a way to get her back to space ASAP. So that is the main gist of the graphic novel, and that's where all this is going. I will also mention really fast, unless you're going to say something, Pops.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
You roll, baby.
I'm on a roll. So you can navigate by actually, I'll go to the very top of this. So this is my website. Under Interstellar, you'll see information about Space Angel and the landing page for Out of This World. So Space Angel, you can read it, guys. It's available to read, and I want people to read it and enjoy it. So it's right here. There are a couple different ways you can read it, and it's a fun story. I think if whoever is joining maybe hasn't heard the pitch, it's a story about Stella. She's a space angel. She looks over space and makes sure it's running smoothly. So it is available to read. And the whole reason for this crowdfunding campaign is I want to get it printed. I want to be able to get it into people's hands and get it to your grandkids and get it to people who normally might not find it as easily online. So that is the goal. And what I will be doing is I'm going to be including some bonus content in this print edition. So I'm actually working on a couple like mini comics, some fun backstories with Stella, just some fun space humor. So, but if you want to actually read the story, check it out on my website and take a moment to look at the Indiegogo and consider funding that.
And James asked if you considered other printers. There are some quality shops that will print for less. Of course, that's all within the research and when you're setting things up. It is difficult for a new crowdfunder to break $5,000 in their first campaign, but I'm looking at yours. You have some time left. You have some time left. You're well past 50%. And we're just now getting you out here in our circuit of podcasters. Okay, so I don't have any fear that you're going to get to $5,000. Once we get you out on all these other shows that I network with, just like how I found you. I think it was on Dojo Kun show.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And see, that's what we do. Every time one of us encounters somebody we haven't seen before, all of us have 2 or 3 other people we network with that do podcasts, and it becomes a circuit.
Yeah.
So you got like 8 days left. We can get you on a few more shows before this is over. And,
absolutely.
And, all of them do pretty good to get people seen.
Yeah.
And that's the goal here. But like I say, you're over 3K, right? Already? And
yeah, I am. 31 something 8 numbers. It's some digit there. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm showing it. But
for having not been on all, not been on a lot of the shows yet, that's pretty freaking good.
I've had massive support. I've had people, everyone has just stepped up and really, really helped out with this. I've been so appreciative. Oh man, people have been amazing.
How many people were on your sign up list before you launched, or did you have a pre-launch campaign?
I did have a pre-launch page. Admittedly, I was still building my audience base and getting the word out. So not many.
Done pretty good.
But
you got 76 backers. You had a little to no pre-launch campaign. And you're 62% funded with 8 days to go and limited online promotion. You're doing pretty freaking good. But we're gonna push the hell out of this for the last 8 days for you.
I appreciate it.
That's what we do, baby. That's
No, I've been going what I've been calling my door-to-door campaigns. I've been just reaching out to family and friends and anyone I know and just saying, hey, like the main thing is, even if you're not into comics, but if you know someone who could be, some people have bought this book to donate to the local library, which I love. I used to work in libraries. That's where people see it. That's also where kids get to see it. That's where parents get to see it for the first time too. So it's an all ages comic, all ages. Anyone can read it. If you're 1 to 99, okay, you probably can't read it if you're 1, but it's for everyone, unless you're a prodigy child. But yeah, so to answer James's question about other printers. Right now, I'm eyeballing working with Mixam, and one of the reasons I like working with them is they seem to be doing everything within the United States, and I want to keep it here. I want to keep it more local, a little faster too.
Now, when you talk to RJ, he's going to tell you about how Mixam also prints in the UK, and they can ship from there and eliminate the overseas shipping part of this. That's what RJ does. He's going to hammer you with that when you're on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, if you're already using Mixam, it makes sense to go ahead and, make it available in the UK as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Wilbo jumped up with good new creators are like trading cards for promo channels. Compulsively pass you around, and it's a fact. It's like, as soon as I saw you the other day, I was like, yo, RJ, you're gonna have to get this. You gotta get this one. RJ, like, who?
Yeah, I know. Suddenly people were like, hey, you want to come on a show? You want to come? I'm like, oh, Cool.
That's what happens. And
Mhm.
a lot of these audiences are very generous. Some of them are
Mhm.
amazingly generous. They love to back projects. Like I could have waited till you were on my show to back your project, right? But
Yeah.
I backed as soon as I saw it because I was like, oh my God, kid stuff. Just like, I mean, everybody who's doing a good kids book, it's like that's always the ones I gravitate to first because Munchkins,
Yeah.
all over the house, Munchkins. So, I mean,
Well, that's
but
great. And
yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
there you go. What's up, King
Oh,
Toad the Mob Man? How you doing, brother? And yes, his own daughter. He's gonna have her see if she wants it. See what I'm saying? It's like
awesome.
that's you know. James says, if he walks into a bookstore, in what section would I find this? Fantasy novels, romantic thrillers, divine comedy, or sci-fi?
La, 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 la. Oh, that I've actually asked myself that question a lot too. Most places would probably, this is my chagrin, they'd probably put it with the all ages books. But it tends to be right next to just a children's book. So I'm afraid that people like adults kind of pass over it. I mean, like, that's why I really want to emphasize it's kids can read it. Adults can too and have fun. It's not meant just for kids. In fact, actually, the main storyline, of Out of This World, I think deals with some just tough questions in life and things that kids can still like be exposed to and learn about. But like it deals with things that I work through my life too. So
Right.
it's for everyone. Mm-hmm.
So King Toe said, don't forget also the morning roast with Chris Evans and Simon Poitier. They do a morning show. Indie Volt Radio has 4 or 5 different shows they do.
Huh.
Look, we're gonna make sure you get on some shows. That's what.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
whole purpose of the madness is so that people like you can find podcasters and
Mhm.
shows to go on, and the
Yeah.
podcasters can find content for our shows. And I
Hey,
try to bring
win-win.
everybody to the
Right?
madness so that it's easy for everybody to find each other.
Yeah.
It should be on the spinner rack. Oh, the creative round. It should be on the spinner rack. Now we also
Oh.
know a few distributors that we associate with in the madness that we send to people like you to put your book on store shelves when this
Mhm.
campaign's over. Okay, so this ain't gonna be over. Okay, we're gonna hook you up with Liberty. We're gonna hook you up with Comics Mainstream, which is not mainstream comics, and
Confused.
we'll see if you can get. If we can get your book on a spinner rack in some dispensaries and stuff too.
Hey, I mean, again, that's a point. It's just I want to be able to see the story because I really
Yeah.
feel that it's good. It's going to be good for people, and people could use that, right? We could use more of that.
And Wilbo says he's seeing a lot of good craftsmanship on this. The satellite panel is stunning, and there's a lot going on here lurking behind the style choice. So,
Thank you.
Wilbo's he's one of them guys that draws, so he's looking
Yeah.
he's looking past and deeper, I mean, I do too. I look at everything now. I didn't used to. I used to read comics, glance at the action stuff as it went by, and the story was what got me. Now I have so many artist friends that they're always trying to stick stuff in and see if I caught it or not.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the opposite though, because every time I pick up a book, that style better grab me. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, I could probably care less about the story, unless it's a really good story and someone forces me to read it. But I'm looking for that comic style that I love. And so that's really, I mean, this is a labor of love for me. Is I want to create something that I want to see. This has actually been really interesting because one of the reasons I did this.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you can if you go to the website, you can actually zoom in and like look around and see some of those details. Not every page here, but there like to be like this one is pretty straightforward, but I like to hide little Easter eggs in a lot of the artwork. So I as a kid, as growing up, I love the artwork. I love poring over all the details. you get lost in that world, and later I'll go back and imagine all the different scenarios in that world. So the art is what really grips me and what grabs me. And one of the reasons I did this comic is I wanted to figure out what style I really liked and what style I really wanted. And I still am. As artists understand, we're still figuring out the style that we want to create. So what this allowed me to do is practice. Really, it's a test run for my graphic novel. Instead of jumping into a graphic novel, have no idea, what style I want to do. This was a nice finished product, 32 pages only, that I could focus on figuring out what I wanted to see and what I wanted to create. And this underwent several revisions. I'll be posting more about this later. I'll probably be making a YouTube video. I might even pull up an example to show you just the difference from some of these panels that they went through so many revisions, but I finally figured out what I was looking for. So, and trying to figure out how to draw certain things, a lot of things like how do you draw a supernova? How do you draw clouds and nebulous?
How do you draw star exploding is like, how can you get that bright? How can you get that bright but still leave something in the panel people can define?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and then learning is like, well, how are you going to incorporate text in that? How is it going to be legible? Trying to balancing all these things, a focal point, all these things kind of coalescing in from what I've learned over the years and still desperately learning. Oh my gosh, there's still so much to learn. But it's been a wonderful ride, and this is just the beginning. So I'm really, really excited.
Right now, I backed this book without seeing any of this. I'm really, really glad I backed this book.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
I didn't see, I got a glimpse of some of the art, because I didn't come into the beginning of the show that you were on. Right. I was like kind of popped in at the end. I was like, who are you? You got to be on my show. Let me back this book, and that was, now I see what I bought. I'm like, yeah. Even if the kids don't, I do.
Right? I'm just like, keep it for myself. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So,
yeah, I love the art. You definitely have like what Wolby said. You got some layers to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Do you color this yourself or?
Mm-hmm. So
there you go.
It's all me. One girl show.
Wow.
That's why it takes so long.
Look, no, now I'm even more impressed. I didn't, I kind of wasn't aware that it was all you. Yeah. God, I'm glad Rich ain't on this show with me. He'd be gushing all over you right now.
Well, so there are trade-offs, right? I have a vision, and at some point I'm really strongly considering, like, I really should look into getting some help and assistance with coloring, because yes, I was discovering it. It took me it was a lot of exploratory learning. So I actually had to redo a lot of pages as I figured out the style I really wanted. I just had to figure out how to do all of this. I knew how to draw. I kind of knew how to color, how to ink. It was a lot of exploratory learning, and it took a while. And if I'm looking at making a much longer graphic novel, I don't want to be spending, many, many years on this thing. So trying to find my way of where can I most appropriately delegate my time. But again, that's one of the reasons I did this mini comic. I called it my mini comic, is it allowed me I wanted to at least have a hand in doing it myself, to see what was it like to create artwork where I need to leave space for the text, which in all honesty, there's really not hardly any dialogue in here. So you're still being like, I still have to learn, it's all about design. It's like making sure that the pacing is correct. Where do you put the text? How do you put the text in there? How do you guide the eye around the page and make it legible? This is both, actually. So everything is traditionally penciled. I have a few, actually. Here, I have a few on my board right here.
Oh, don't start showing me art. You're gonna have me getting some of it.
Here, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I hung up a few just for like aesthetic sake.
Yes, and that's so cool.
Let's see. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, wrong page. Here we go. Let me pull this off the board.
I love Pluto. I love Pluto. That's awesome.
Got it. Pluto has to have a little love.
I love Pluto.
It's her favorite planet. Oh,
Now, is that the asteroid Pluto or the planet Pluto?
he has a soft spot for Pluto. You know, kind of got like ousted.
I'm still a planet guy. I'm still a planet guy.
Call a planet. I'm always going to call it a planet. So, this is the pencil.
Oh, let me pop that. Hold
on. Here we go. So actually, this one stayed pretty true to form. As I'm looking between the two, nothing really changed. So everything is penciled on sketchbook paper. Let's go on the next one back. So this one also stayed fairly true to form. So I'll do my initial sketches here. I will revise them. I'll scan everything in. Sometimes drawings, if I can't quite get a face or character, I'll draw it in other places in my sketchbook, scan it all in, compile it in Photoshop, fix everything, and then add ink on top. So this is all digitally inked in Clip Studio. I'm actually probably going to be doing more traditional inks moving forward, or doing actually a hybrid, because you get some really pretty lines here, but it takes forever. And it's so easy to just zoom in at like 300% and try and, put some detail. I mean, I'm telling you, this scene, like, I had a moment where I just about lost. So that's 75% of that International Space Station. Something happened. I was at a coffee shop. I was working, and I unplugged a device from my laptop, and the whole thing crashed. And I almost lost it. But luckily, like, I was able to save a bunch. So, but yeah, so like certain things can take a lot of time. I'm looking at maybe doing a hybrid version in the future, where maybe I'll do some digitally and then others I'll just traditionally ink it just to get it done faster. So, but yeah, then it's flatted. I use a combination of Photoshop and Clip Studio. I'll probably flatten Photoshop and then use Clip Studio to do more of like a lasso tool coloring method.
Okay.
So, a little bit of everything.
Do you have a retailer tier?
I sure do. I just introduced one. I haven't even pushed the update out yet for that.
Because yes, we have friends. We have friends from stores. Okay, like there's a young man named Danny Morales. He's one of the admins in the Madness, and he works for a store down in Florida called The Collective.
Oh, where in Florida?
Geez,
we just moved from Florida, so I'm curious. I mean, it's a big city.
All I can do is pull it up and show it to you. I don't know.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Whoa. Okay. He is an employee at a store called The Collective. I think it's down by Miami. I think it's in South Florida. Okay. But basically, when he started working there, the guy who runs the place was totally cool, and he let Danny set up what he calls the Indie Initiative, which is one wall of the store is all indie comic.
Oh, cool.
And they look for retailer tiers, and they get, they look for people like you that they can get books from a little bit more affordable, so they can put them on the shelf, make a buck, whatever. Yeah. But the whole thing is they move books.
Yeah.
Okay. Danny's wall moves books. And we're always sending people like you, saying, oh, you got a retailer? Hit Danny up. Oh, you don't have a retailer tier? You need a retailer tier, because he's not the only one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are quite a few people in the madness that either, like I said, Liberty Entertainment Distribution, main Comics Mainstream, which is a distributor in the Northwest, which is
Okay.
also distributing indie comics, putting them on actual spinner racks. They actually design newer spinner racks that are, more, they're better for your book. They don't just like fall out the side and out the back and everything. They're
Right.
like designed for comics, and they're putting them in stores.
Yeah.
They're putting the whole spinner rack in the store with the books in them, so there's a lot of opportunity blowing up right now. And when you have a good product, when you have something like this, it's going to sell. You just got to get it seen. I'm telling you, there you go. Do you have a Twitter account to follow?
I don't. Not right now. I don't.
My suggestion would be not to set one up as yourself, but to set one up representing your project and promote the hell out of it.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Don't get into all the arguments and conversations or any of that. Just use it to promote your book.
Yeah.
Because look, I set up my Madness Comic Twitter profile 3 months ago. I have almost 1,000 people watching over there, that followed me over there now. We got 2,300 people in the Madness. The YouTube channel's pushing up, getting up there like toward 500 now. Everything's starting to explode, and that's when I realized that we have to all work together on this. The distributors, the retailers, the creators, the podcasters, everybody has to work together to get your project out there where people like me can get it.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to go to my local comic store and pluck your book off the shelf, as opposed to have to pay to have it shipped, and you have to have printed with all the little gifts and all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to go to my comic book store and get the stuff I like.
Yeah.
That's all. So one of my goals has always been get your comics in the stores. Anybody can tell you, I've been working at this for a year. That has always been my goal. Indie comics on store shelves. Now, the year worked really good. DC, they killed a whole bunch of titles. There's a whole bunch of space on them shelves now.
Yeah.
Okay, put a retailer tier on your campaign. Everybody, I'm not talking to you. You're smart. Yes, everybody, put a retailer tier on your campaign. That way, I can tell the people I know about it.
Right.
That's.
Well, I appreciate that.
A Twitter account is an invaluable tool for keeping in contact with customers and promotional channels, and shilling your book a little more. And getting feedback from people who have gotten your stuff. And, there's a lot of people that do reviews that are on Twitter, and you can get a review of your book. And, some of them have pretty good audience. You get a good review, good audience, some more books.
Yeah.
It all works together. Myself, I'm a promoter, so I try not to watch reviews because I want to come out here hyped. I want to come out here hyped and help people sell books. I don't ever want to come out here with, I heard that book sucks, or I heard something bad. I don't ever want to come out here with that, so I just quit watching reviews. I want to come out here hyped about what you guys do, and the fans' wallets decide whether it's good or not in the end.
Right, that's true. That's true. So, I will have to look into that. I mean,
what do you want?
I've always avoided Twitter for so long, thinking like, it's all, here he is.
No, this is Zeus. This is the big one. Rocky's over there. Rocky's over there.
Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, so pretty.
You need to go outside or something? Is that you guys' problem? You got to get all up here on my lap? Dude.
We're nice. We gave you like the first 45 minutes. No interruption.
I love you too, Zeus.
Those are pretty.
I was chewing on my hand. Do you have to right now? Really?
It's all right if you need to. I
guess that's it. Yes. Frog G. This one. Yes. Okay, this guy right here is like one of the best moderators of YouTube channels out there. he helps everybody out, like sharing the links during the stream, like so that I can just talk to you and he'll be like popping your link up. He does it for everybody. He's a huge promoter of everybody's stuff, and he's gonna add this one to help spread the word right now. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? We all work together and this stuff takes off, man. And yes, get a Twitter account going. You see, everybody's like, yes,
I
get out there.
know.
Because these people all have good sized followings on Twitter and they just want to show your stuff to their people, you know.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fine if you're
Yeah,
not
right.
like Pops. No, like I said, you make one in the name of your project or your studio, and you just roll with your work. You know, you'll be fine, and we will help draw as much attention to you as we can on that platform as well. You know,
so maybe it goes to show how much of like a visual artist I am, because after all these years, I'm like, well, Twitter is like for like texting and it's like words. I'd rather see artwork, so I post more of my stuff on Instagram. But you like someone mentioned the other day that it's like you don't have that click-through rate, so I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense. I don't even know if you can throw any links on the Instagram. Maybe you can these days, but they're kind of hidden. So
I don't think I don't know. I mean, I've never been able to use it because it doesn't work for the type of promoting I do.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it just doesn't work. Twitter is okay, but Twitter's good just because the amount of people that are there. Okay, it's eyes on. That's why you know you got to go there because there's just a lot of people there. You know, odds are you're just going to get more backers and people there seeing.
Yeah.
You know, James wants to know if you're going to extend your campaign for another 30 days.
What that decision will be made this week.
Okay.
So
okay,
that is something
that's what he does. He drops people's links so that I can just keep doing what I do. And they all post their work on Twitter. Look, half these people I found on Twitter. The only, I mean, that's how I know Wolbo. That's how I know Frog. I mean.
Oh man, and I am just the worst at getting my work out onto anywhere. It's you can't put links in Instagram posts. They recently, I think they allowed you to put the text in, but it's not a clickable link. They did change that, I think, but it's still difficult. You can't really get to where you want to go. You have to copy it and paste and all that.
Yeah, and there's Wolbo right there. We got a decent handful of chill draw streams. There's a bunch of them. Dark Gift has a good stream. Wise Guys. There's so many. There are so many people out there that will pick this up and get you on their show. Actually, extending another 30 days would probably get you 10 times the exposure that you already have gotten.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see.
I'm not going to say 10 times the backers, but I'm saying 10 times the, eyes on. People actually looking at it,
Absolutely.
That'll translate into 10% of that would be backers, but you know what I'm saying? You got to get seen. Well, there you do that shit. Give people the additional time to hear about your book. Go the extra 30 days and let us get you on all these other shows too.
That's true. They're good points.
Look, all I want anybody to do is succeed.
Yeah.
So if I'd have known about what you were doing before this started during the pre-launch campaign, you'd be funded right now because all these people would have already seen you and you'd already been on all their shows.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, starting from ground zero, it's kind of like, I have friends and family. I have some people who are into art, and you're just trying to figure out, like, it wasn't until Dojo doing comics, he saw my project on Indiegogo and he shot a message out and said, "Hey, you want to be on the show?" And so I'm like, "Sure." But yeah, absolutely. So
it's like, because out here online in the podcaster universe, there's a few dozen in the madness. There are all kinds of I couldn't even begin to give you the list of the amount of people that do shows in the madness. Okay, there's a few that I see all the time.
I've seen people talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's just everything. And look, Frog likes it. If Frog likes it, everybody's going to hear about it. I guarantee you that.
Whimsical is a good word.
And yeah, and you can
Mhm.
also make some money on the side doing stuff. I mean, cross promotions with other people.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I have one of these handy. Let me see if I have one of these handy. Of course not. I gotta go look for it.
Well, you look for that. Do you mind if I take a moment to tell about the tiers, or you got it? There you go.
No, I did not. That was not what I. What did I
Ah!
just? I don't even know where that came from. I wasn't trying to do that. All I did was I'm looking for a certain picture that I can show you. That's a cross promotion of a couple different. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Okay, this is the guys from the Natverse.
Mhm.
This is Simon
Mhm.
Portier, the Natverse, and Mavericks.
All right. Nice.
Global Frequency. Okay, it's their characters. But if you look down there in the corner, the little guy under the chair,
Oh, nice.
that's our guy. That's Crom. See, that's our little troll. And
That's
but they're
awesome.
kind of stuffed. Okay, they give those prints away if you
Mhm.
backed both books, or if you got Mavericks at a certain time. I don't even remember what the promotion was, but
Yeah.
those kind of promotions are killing it because it's getting, it's bringing two different
Yeah.
fan bases together.
Collaborative work.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and just a print, okay, and then they give that away with the book.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It doesn't
Yeah.
take a whole lot. It's just cross promotion, and Mavericks is
Absolutely.
killing it. They did a whole bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, that book right there.
Right on.
Mavericks. So I mean, there's people out there that are going to gravitate to your book right away. I can already think of
Mhm.
a couple people, that are going to look at that and go, "Oh, I love that. I want to do something. I want to, do some kind of cross promotion with her." Raven comes to mind right away with Cookies and Scream. You
Mhm.
know, Tim Laddie's book about the kids that were captured in Roswell, and I mean all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I see a lot of possibilities for this to be cross promoted with other books. Yeah, back in Mavericks at a certain time, and you can still get that print with the fully loaded campaign box. Yeah,
Ooh.
and Cookies and Scream. That's Raven's book. That one's killer. And Frog G and I will lean on Shane's side. There you go. See, you're gonna be on Red Valkyrie, and that's the flight takes off from there.
Wow. Yeah. Seriously, you guys are all ready with those links. Look at that.
Look,
Super impressive.
this is what these guys all do.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, I started doing this when COVID shut down Emerald City last year.
Mhm.
And I was like, I had this little, we only had like 400 people in the group then. We just like, hey, look what I got. We were not a promotional group whatsoever. We were
Yeah.
just a bunch of clowns talking about comics, right? And when the thing went down, yes, I saw that one. I said, I appreciate that one. Oh, and there you go. And there you go, that one. We're a networking
That's cool.
machine
Mhm.
helping each other do constantly better. That's right. That's what
I see that. I'm hearing that. That's so awesome, man. That's so cool.
it was.
I'm feeling the love already. So thank you so much,
And
everyone.
yeah, we're gonna push you all the way to the Bancroft bump. You might have to go the extra. You might have to extend 30 days though,
Mhm.
because I'm sure his schedule ain't just like you can just jump in. But
Right.
yeah, Bancroft for sure. Adding this campaign to next Monday morning marathon on Michael T's channel, and that's
Oh,
the day
cool.
before it closes, unless she
No,
extends.
unless I extend. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look at these guys. They're all going crazy over this. They want to get you out there and get you seen. They know what you have here, and they know that this will be good.
Mm-hmm. Well, that I
You
mean,
didn't, King Toad, you didn't see Crom in the corner, dude. Come
he's
on,
busy
man.
looking at other things.
He's ready to pull the chair right out from under Nat, man. He's ready to just pull the leg right out from under that chair. Yeah, this is great. I was so blown away when they did that. They included my dude right off.
That's so fun. It's such an honor too when you like you said, it's like cross pollination and promoting and collaborative work.
Look, it'll be an easy sell. See, ain't nobody here has a problem with any doubt that this is going to fund as long as we get it out there and show it to the audience. Set up that Twitter account. so
Yeah,
that
I
all
know.
these guys can friend you right away. Look, you'll like get a whole bunch of followers right away because all these guys will friend you, and then it'll just be like snowball. And like I said, just keep it your project related,
Mhm.
keep it what
Yeah,
you're
I like
doing,
that. Yeah.
and promote the hell out of what you're doing, man. We're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna promote this
Man, I'd
thing
be such a
till
Twitter
you're done.
noob. Like, what am I doing? What?
She's a new toy pop. Yeah, we're gonna pass her around. Actually, she's a new book, bro. She's a new book,
Mhm.
and we can't wait to read it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Buying.
Have any of the retailers approached you
Can
yet?
you tell me that? It's like maybe an hour old, so not yet.
Oh, so just put it up, gang. But we are going to make
Yeah.
sure that
And you
this
can call
gets
me Jessica. That's fine.
Yeah, we the Hive.
Mhm.
Let's see, the Collective, the Hive, Gotham Underground. There's a few shops that come right to mind that are going to be like all over that as soon as
Yeah.
they know. See, we just got to get them in the know. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crom is coming, baby. Okay, she's a new toy with a new book. Rick Saylor, what's up, dude? Check this one out, man. You're gonna love this, bro.
Welcome.
You're gonna love this one, man. I mean,
Here, I'll
I
scroll
did.
down so you guys get
Look.
more of a view too. So this is the Indiegogo page. So I mean, by now I'm sure you guys have actually seen this and like read through it. But yeah. So I'm working on this comic is done. As you guys probably saw the little preview. You can read it all on my webpage. The bonus content is being crafted and created right now. So I was working on that today, and I'm really excited to show that off. But that's going to be exclusive to the book. So you got to get the book if you want to watch the bonus content. So but yeah. So I'm just scrolling through to give a little bit different view. We got some tiers on the side. I'm keeping it fairly simple. I did add 2 more tiers today. I had some people ask about it. So we have just the book if you're looking just for something simple. Sorry, I think it's down. Nope, back up. Where am I?
Minnie's gonna like this. Lola's gonna like this. Feline's gonna like this. Yeah, there's a few other shows. Yeah, like I said, there's so many. I can't even think of them all. But there's people that have podcasts that are gonna be like, I want to see her.
Please feel free to shoot me a line. I'd totally be willing to work something out as long as my schedule permits and trying to figure that out. But we can figure something out. So,
Well,
but yeah,
that's what definitely for sure. Consider going the extra 30 days because we could
Mhm.
really blow this campaign up if
Mhm.
you give us the time. If you're not crunched
Yeah.
for time,
Yeah.
give us the time. We can blow this thing up.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. Like I said, before Wednesday, I'm pushing out there trying to get like, hey, people who are non comics are like, I'll buy one because I like you. I'm like, thanks. But yeah, to actually promote it to the crowd it's intended to definitely helps.
And that also the DM promo rooms, so that everyone who checks them, like he does in the morning, they go right to sharing and promoting. It's like they have DM promo rooms
I'm
that
not
do
as
the same
familiar.
thing that my group does. Okay, it's
Okay.
like people drop stuff in my group, and then I just share it out everywhere. They have DM groups that do the same thing. They know, everybody drops their link in that DM group, and then the guys that promote just go in there and grab link, tweet 4 or 5 links in the tweet. I mean, these guys are awesome, man, and I can't say enough about what they do, to help support the people like me and the people like you.
Seriously,
I mean,
I'm seeing that.
they promote the heck out of what I do. They come out here and help me during my shows and stuff, and they, obviously converse in the chat, which helps the algorithm, which helps YouTube show more people what we're doing over here. It all feeds together, and these guys are all killer. I mean, they all just rock the boat every time they come around. We love it,
Seriously.
wow. I'm I'm kind of
don't know,
blown
we
away
missed all
right
of it.
now because I know it's pushing 7 o'clock, and there's some people out there whose shows are getting ready
Hmm.
to start, and we're up in here with double-digit viewers checking out your book, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I will. Why don't you go ahead one more time, show the trailer for everybody so I can go let these
Yeah.
dogs out real fast. And then
Absolutely.
everybody who hasn't seen it, like Rick and Eric, they can see it. Cool.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Are y'all ready for this? Oh no, they're ready for that. Sorry, love that movie. All right, here we go. Oh no, hold on a second. There's no sound. Let's try that again. Take 2.
Hello, my name is Stella, and I am a space angel. Hi, my name is Jessica Vanderpol, and I'm the writer and artist of Interstellar Space Angel. Meet Stella, the angelic being who takes care of the inner workings of space. Her life in space is nothing short of unique adventures and challenges that only being a space angel brings. But even with every star at her fingertips, Stella still wonders what life is like on Earth and how she can help bring the light of hope to worlds in need.
I cannot hear it.
Things, to include the book, artwork, and some fun swag.
Okay.
This campaign August 3rd through 31st, 2021. So claim your copy now while these sale prices last. Thank you again for all your support and helping me create stories that make an impact and leave people in a better place than where they were before. And as always, onwards and upwards.
Wolverine, you spoke too soon. Well, here's the weird thing is it for I don't know, it's a StreamYard thing maybe. You share your audio when you share your screen, but it actually seems to pull the audio that it picks up from my external speaker. So I
That's
want
why I have to mute myself whenever I play a video. I
yeah,
have to mute myself.
it shouldn't do that. It should only mute my mic and not that audio. So I apologize. I went back and listened to the stream the other day, and the audio was just like crap. So I'm sorry. It's just StreamYard pulling from the mic, pulling from another mic. So instead, you can actually go to the Indiegogo campaign page and watch it.
I'm gonna play it again right before we're done. I'll play it on I'll share my screen and I'll play it again.
It might actually work. Yeah, maybe it'll actually work then instead of being this garbledness. So
now,
always some tech problem. It's okay.
said Mandy would love this book too. Now, I don't know if you know who Mandy is.
Oh.
Mandy Summers. Mandy Summers has a book out there called, well, she's had a few books, Pirate Queen and Wart the Wizard and Jack the Ripper, which you may have seen promos of recently that she's doing with Peter Gilmore. But they also, big show, big audience, a show that you're probably going to end up being on for sure.
Only if they want.
We're going to put you, look, now that we found you, we're going to put you to work. We're going to make you put the other hat on, okay? We're gonna make you take the artist hat off. Not always, but sometimes. Put the business person hat on, the
Okay.
promotional hat on,
Mhm.
go out and do some of these shows. But like Wolvie said, some of the shows are just people hanging out and drawing, doing chill
I
draw
saw
sessions.
that. I
And you
love
can go
drawing.
join them and just hang out and draw too,
Mhm.
like with Luke and Dan Flagle, Goblin Girl.
Mhm.
There's a bunch of people that do that too. There's
That's
so
fun.
much out here in the YouTube and the promotional aspect of it, of
Mhm.
podcasting shows and stuff. A lot of people miss it, and like I'll find somebody like this. Okay, now obviously I found you a week ago because I
Yeah.
had to set up the show for Monday, but a lot of times I'll find people in the last few days of their campaign
Mhm.
and had no idea they had a campaign going, and I'll try
Yeah.
to do some kind of a major blitz at the end,
Oh.
and Wolby and those guys will tell you I've gone to Cy and Shay and gone, man, this campaign ends tomorrow. Can you guys get this on the show? You know, it's like, just because I want to do the best I can for you guys, right?
Oh,
So
man.
there's another one right there, Dora's book. Okay,
Oh.
she's painting right now.
Yay!
Her book is a haiku
Huh.
book, a haiku poetry book, but drawn on like comic panels. It's freaking awesome.
Ooh, I'll check that out.
Yeah, like each page has like the haiku, but 3 panels in each line represents one of the panels. Each line
Oh,
of the haiku.
cool.
She was
That's
on the
really
show
neat.
earlier. She was on the show earlier on Monday Madness, and she's been on a
Okay.
bunch of shows. She's doing the thing right now too. She's hitting as many shows as she can, and she
Uh-huh.
has a show. You can go on her freaking show. Ask her; she'll tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what this is about, man. Look, show her. Okay, I can show you. This is Doris's art, and this is the pencil
Oh,
work
cool.
and the colored work afterwards.
Ooh.
And she sent me both pages.
Ooh. It's like a stained glass
Cool.
window.
You see the 3 different panels,
Mm-hmm.
and each one of
Oh,
those would
that's
have a
so cool.
line of the haiku in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I told her one day, I was like, why don't you illustrate your poetry? And she took it to the complete next level and comicked it, and is now like,
Yeah.
she's like she's doing a comic book too, I think.
No,
It's like everybody's going crazy up in here. We love it.
I love that integration of other types of art and visuals. So like the poetry actually, if you guys have a second, like I can talk a little bit about a different comic that I did in 2014. Not my story, but I can point you to the page because I love art and I love talking about art. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Well, I'll just point you to it's on my website. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you can check out. You go to my website, comics and stories. So these are more short stories, comics. Dave the Moon Man is a song done by a band
Yeah,
named.
you and Dory are gonna get along just fine because she does music and all that.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you
Yep.
guys will get along just fine.
So this is not my story. It's not the text, but it was a really fun again practice and trying to stretch my craft and how do I integrate text and art. This isn't done in 2014, so it's the lyrics of the song integrated into the story. So again, about space. I'll just do a quick preview. I'm not actually going to talk about it, but it was a lot of fun to do. It was really fun to see what trying to make it more of, instead of separating the text and the art, but seeing like how can we mix them together. So but yeah, anyways, I'm passionate about that and I love it's done.
Yeah, you and Dory will get along just fine. You guys just in the madness, just find each other in the madness, and go off and do some collaboration stuff together. I can already see it happening. Simon also does a Doodle and Shield stream you know, and they'll pick characters from your campaign and do about an hour show drawing and talking about the book. Okay. And yeah, there you go. Once we bully you into making a Twitter account, then we make sure that someone points you toward the people who connect you into the big network, you know. And he'll be one of those people. Don't let him act like he won't. He will be. And you know, King Toad also says agree with that one. Dory finished the art for the poetic narrative novel storybook, and yes, she's definitely going to find you.
Oh, cool.
Eyeballs me as the person to give her said list. Look, I'm just gonna give her I'm just gonna say, here's my profile. Go through all the cool people on it. No. You know, we're gonna pop her up on the Twitter as soon as she makes an account. We're gonna take her and her project, and we're gonna make a big post. Probably
you guys are gonna have to help me because I won't know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's just like a YouTube regular, Facebook. You know, it's even more basic than a Facebook account. Really, you just have a picture and a pin post.
Yeah,
A little description. There's you know, it's pretty basic. You'll fit right in once you get over there. I promise you that. And I would definitely make sure that people see you. You know, as soon as you do. I am Madness Comic on Twitter. Okay. So as soon as you're over there, just send me, you know, a little, hey, follow me over here, and then it'll be off.
Yeah, I will check that out. Huh. I learned so much on these streams. So thank you guys.
That's what it's for, man. Look, I started doing this a year and a half ago, and I didn't know nothing about doing anything. So, you got your own coffee cup. How cool!
My amazing husband surprised me with this on Friday.
Good dude.
Right. He actually found all of my artwork, and he ordered a couple different mugs, and so maybe one day, maybe if this is successful and we can figure out to do something.
There's a whole bunch of people that are selling merch. Look, those are called add-ons. Okay, those are called add-ons.
Yeah, but see, I want to keep the shipping low this time, so if it's not flat, it doesn't get shipped. It's
right.
Very not.
But see, you already have the webs, the .com set up and everything for doing all that separately. Show it off. If somebody wants one.
No, I know it's great. Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's what that stuff is for. Even I started doing a little bit of merch. I bought my first CromCon merch. Should be here, I don't know, before the next con I go to. But I bought a bunch of these pins.
Oh, cool.
Comic related madness pins. I bought a whole bunch of them just from Trish Bankston, just so that I could have them to give away when I go to the college. Yeah. You know, they got my card on the back, and you know, I mean, it's totally cool. She has a nice little packaging thing set up. It's in a baggie, and the card has, you know, the madness brand on it. That card right there is on the back. So, you know, I mean, it's like, even I'm starting to do the merch thing. I don't care. You want a CromCon shirt?
Right. Oh man, there's so many. I was like, I could do all this, but I'm keeping it simple right now. Mostly it's just trying to get the book out. But hey, I mean, down the road, I think there's a lot of fun little merch things that could be made.
I love big mugs, and I cannot lie. And, when I'm just letting you know ahead of time, when you do go on Cy and Shay's show, Shay will tell you, I know a guy, we need patches. And, you know, I mean, it's legit. Everybody loves the patches. They have, you know, I would leave that to her, but I'm just forewarning you, you will be bullied into doing a stretch goal for patches. Okay.
Hey, if I would totally consider it if we can get to that point.
Oh yeah, don't worry. That's what they do. That's what Shay and Cy have a great channel. They have, you know, a great audience of people that support the people that are on their show. They have, you know, and they're just one of them. All these guys know. They know. They all watch that show. You know. And also, yes, Red Gaze. Red Gaze is another one who I'm proud to say is making me an intro video for Monday Madness. I can't wait to finally have an intro video for my show on Monday.
Nice. Hey, that's invaluable to have. And it's nice when someone else can make it for you. That's really nice.
I'm no techie. Okay, I really look. I was a radio guy. I know how to put CDs in a machine. I know how to, that's it. Right? Talk on the radio, talk on the air, and put CDs in the machine. That was it.
Yeah.
But this fit. It just like seemed like the right thing for me to do. Like I said, when everything went down last year, I had this group, and a lot of my friends were artists, were creatives, and suddenly they were like, I can't set up no tables. I'm not going to make any money all summer.
Yeah.
And they lost the money on the tables they did buy because, we'll just credit you till next year. Okay. So that's how CromCon was born. I came out and started doing a monthly online con for, all my friends that couldn't set up tables. And it just kept, every month I just kept doing it, and kept doing it. And then it turned into a weekly show and then another weekly show. And
the party keeps rolling.
Yeah. And now it's like I'm dedicated to making it grow. Where before it was like it was just like kind of growing on its own. Now I'm trying to make it grow because I've networked with so many awesome people that there's no reason not to, all of us to take advantage of each other's audiences and cross promote and increase everybody's fan bases. That's really what it does. When Drew's audience comes over and watches my show, that increases my fan base. Okay. So I let Drew show his podcast in my group because I want to increase his fan base too. You see what I'm saying? It's a back and forth thing. And definitely that's all I want to do for all these guys. That's why every night there'll be 8 shows on, and I will pop into every one of them. Hey, yo, how y'all doing? Blah, blah, blah. Share this out. Y'all smash the like, share the stream. And then I will share it out to my places. And then I'll pop to the next podcast. And I will do the same thing. And, because I want as many eyes on what all you guys do as possible. Yeah. And I can't be on every show. And I can't watch the whole 2-hour show of that guy, or I'm not going to see everything going on everywhere else that I need to promote.
I don't know how you guys get any work done. There's so many shows out there.
It's a good thing I'm not an artist. That's what I'm saying. Right? This is all I do, is do the promotion thing, because I understand you guys, like a lot of you guys work all day, got a regular job, come home, you got a few hours to art, you got an hour to promote, maybe socialize with your family. You see what I'm saying? I try to come out here and do all the promotion part and at least take some of that off you guys, shoulders. You come out on my show once. Now I'm going to be talking about you until your campaign ends. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to have you out again, no doubt. But you know what I mean? It's like once you're on the show, now you're somebody I'm talking about. Now I'm trying to get eyes on your project. That's how that works. I mean, I thank you, Dojo, because he brought you into the
fold
network, the hub, I mean, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it the Madness Comic Network, but not all them people are part of my network. They're just my friends that I network with. I don't ever want them to think I'm trying to take over their shit or anything. Yeah. But it is the Madness Comic Network. It's the hub. I'm trying to build the hub.
It is. I don't know how I missed it before.
Crack Pack in the house. Crack Pack in the house. You got to say hi to the Crack Pack. What's up, good stuff, Comic Theater? You know what's up. We got Pop Culture Avenger popping in. People just keep popping in, man. I'm sitting here thinking it's going to die off as other shows start. Yeah. We just get more and more people popping up in here, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And there you go. See, Doris just handed over her patch design to Shay. There you go. Book looks great. Just got a backer. Better refresh that page.
Thank you. Yeah, let's do that. Oh man.
There you go.
Thank you guys.
There you go.
That's like,
come on. How can it be backer 71 if it's backer 76? I don't get it.
Oh,
There it is.
oh,
Ding, ding. There you go.
we missed someone. Thank you, guys.
And this is how this works.
Seriously.
People come out, like Pop Culture Avenger is a
Oh,
huge
man.
backer. He's a huge backer of indie comics. And he
Yeah.
comes out every now and then. He looks at the stream and he goes, "Oh, I'm getting that. Oh, I'm getting that." And he does it a lot. He comes out and he backs a lot of the people that we promote. We love Pop Culture Avenger, and that's, but every show has those people that come out, that watch, and they go, "Oh, I like that. I'm getting in on that." That might not have seen you anywhere else.
Yeah.
They just happen to see you on one show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's those people that watch all the shows, that try to see everything that's going on. I don't even watch network TV anymore because there's so many.
You don't need it. You don't need
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to keep up with what's going on. And if you got all these people with all these killer projects, and I'm trying to get them out there and get them seen, I spend a lot of time right here watching other people's streams, looking for people like you.
Well,
So again, Dojo, right on, good pull. We're gonna make this
he's
girl some
really
money.
giving.
We're gonna
Oh,
make this
man.
girl some money. That's what we're gonna do, no
Oh,
doubt.
man. Well, I'm just so excited. And I mean, everyone who's like contributed and been just promoting and like what you guys have done is just huge. Again, I'm just so excited to get this story out to people. That is just my heart's passion. So really, really excited.
And yeah, what we'll both say, it's somewhat grueling, and it's a time investment. But that's what I said. It's like it's invaluable. Once somebody like me has seen you, now I'm talking about you the whole time, not just this hour.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sharing this every day, for the next 8 days, and then maybe 30 more.
Oh,
you
man.
see what I'm saying? It's like you made a solid impression on me and most of the audience here, obviously. So, we're going to roll you right past 5Gs. Don't even worry about it, baby.
Oh, I appreciate it, guys. Man. Well, I mean, it's hard to get the word out there when, especially if you're starting in the dark and you don't really know that people who are interested in sequential storytelling and comics. And I actually did do some flyers and trying to figure out just different ways of promoting and, how do you get out there? So again, thanks Dojo Kun for saying something when you saw me in Indiegogo. So.
Oh man, look, yeah. It was a great thing that Dojo saw you on Indiegogo, and because now, like I said, we all get to go to work for you.
I don't know how he found the project. That's why I'm kind of curious, because it was well past. I'm pretty sure it was well past the the first week of just started campaign. So.
Well, see, Dojo's like me. He's always looking for fresh content for his show.
Yeah.
So, you go to that Indiegogo site, or like in my case, I just go to the Madness. That's where I tell everybody, share drop your link in the Madness twice a day. The feed usually moves pretty fast. You want to drop it once in the morning and once in the evening and make sure people are seeing it. And then I see it. It goes up to my Twitter feed. It goes out to my other, to my personal page, some other groups, people that I network with.
Yeah.
I just have to see it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Then I go to work, especially if I like it. And even more so if I like the person and the personality behind it. Then I go full time, So, yeah, we're going to have fun. We are passionate about good work and cool people. And there are people who just scour through IGG looking for new or overlooked campaign. That's what we do. We want it to be seen. So, by all means, drop that link in the Madness twice a day.
Okay. I gotta learn something new. No.
And as soon as you have your Twitter account set up, then when I'm popping your link up to Twitter, people are going to be going, "Oh, that's her. Hey," and your follows are just going to start going up. And all these guys are going to be sharing that link too. And it's, you did really good for not even hitting this circuit yet. I'm really impressed with where you're at right now.
And like I said, there's still some time. I'm
Wings every
looking to
day.
see how this
Every day.
goes every day. Breakfast and dinner, maybe lunch, maybe lunch.
Yeah, I tell everybody once in the morning and once at night, because
Yeah.
some days we'll have 40 people that drop a post, and that yours is gone.
Oh yeah.
If you drop
Oh
it,
yeah.
that's gone. You better drop another one in the
Mhm.
evening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some days it don't move quite that fast, but usually it's pretty. You know, even if you're posting twice a day, it's usually there's some stuff in between your last post. I
Yeah.
encourage everybody to do it. I want everybody to get eyes on their stuff.
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. I gotta figure. I mean, like I said, I'm so new at that, so I'm gonna have to figure out the best way of doing that. But
It's real
before
easy.
this, I had no
Right there-
clue.
Right there from that Indiegogo page,
Mm-hmm.
you hit Facebook. You hit that little Facebook thing down there. Okay, you click that, it'll pop up, and you say group. You know, it'll ask if you want to share it to a group. You say yes, and it'll scroll down and give you a little place where you type in comic related madness, and it'll share the campaign itself right to the group.
Actually, you bring up a really good point, and I will mention this to other people as well, is if you can get someone, if you refer anyone, I'm running a special where I will give you some, it's a 4x6 original doodle. So, and that's, I think I outline here, I'll go back down. I outline all the details to that.
Does that mean Pop Culture Avenger already got me a referral?
If it's referred, yeah, but you have to be in your Indiegogo account. You have to have an account. I mean, you guys probably already know.
I already backed you. Remember, I already backed you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you got to use your unique link, and it talks about it there. But anyway, so if you share it, if someone refers artwork,
nice.
so there you go. Nice. So yeah.
Okay, from now on, everybody who backs it, I referred you. No.
You're lying.
I only needed one. I only need one referral. I don't need them all. I don't need them.
Yeah. Nice.
But now I want you to know that's going to cost you some art.
It will. It will. Challenge is on. Make me draw. It's one thing I love doing. I love drawing.
Yes, that's definitely gonna have people. I did it. I referred that person. Draw me something. I referred that person. Draw me something. That's gonna blow up on you, and that's good. But your hands gonna be tired.
It always is. It's fine. Hey, it's good practice for me. It's good exposure. People get art. It's a win-win. Yep. So it talks about all that there, all the little details and technical things and the links for people who are not as familiar with that. So, stretch goal. So one of the reasons I would like to get to just our basic funding goal, 5,000, is I want to get some really nice, it's called a spot UV gloss accents on the book. So the cover, if you turn it to the side, certain places will be kind of this pretty little shimmer and shine. So it's a nice little bonus, but it just kind of helps.
I think I saw Phoenix Animation had a book like that recently.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of fun books like that. So it just kind of, makes it more just a collectible item. The other thing too is as of right now, if we hit 6,000, I will be creating an 11x17 poster. So this is just the mock-up. This is not the final artwork, but I have some really fun design ideas I would love to create. So
how do you plan on shipping that? Do you plan on folding it? Do you plan on
this? I will plan on folding. So it's kind of like a bit of a what do we call it? A give and take. But for now, it would probably be folded.
Well, see, I'm really good at taking Sharpies and getting rid of creases.
There you go. There's an art to it.
Oh, yes. I will color away a white crease. I will just color it away, flatten it out. I got a press right here. I'm anal like that.
Nice. Yeah.
If I want to show it off, it can't have no creases, man.
I know.
But I'm good at fixing it.
Yep. And that was the one thing where it's like, okay, I can do this. But as of now, just how everything's set up, it will have to be folded.
This is another thing that frogs. We already covered this once, but yes, she does do traditional artwork, and yes, it's something I haven't hit you with yet.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
tears.
Mhm.
Put some in, if you don't mind parting with some of your original art,
Mhm.
offer it as a tier.
I will consider that.
Couple $100, give them a book, give them a piece of art,
Yeah.
especially if it's
Yeah.
a page. If it's an actual page from the book and they're getting a published piece
Yeah.
of art,
Yeah.
okay, offer it up there. I mean, everybody I know that has art on their campaign sells most of the art on their
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, that's
that
one of the
gets you
nice
up to
things.
that. That gets you up to that 5,000 real quick when you sell 5 or 6 at $200-300. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So consider doing that. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
not saying part with your love, but if you have pieces that you don't mind dropping out there, let us have a chance of owning them, and it helps your campaign. It
Yeah.
definitely helps the funding part of your campaign.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's true. That's true. So I'll feel that out, see if there's interest.
And yeah, sketch cards, all that kind of stuff is add-ons.
Yeah.
See, these people all know you're going to be funded, and they're telling you the next 30 days you're
Mhm.
going to be adding some stuff to this campaign. You're going to be, having a lot of fun and having a lot more work to do. They
Yeah,
already know
right?
you're going to be funded. They're already telling you the next steps. They already
Mhm.
know you're going to be funded.
Well,
Okay, like
man.
adding the art tiers, that'll just put you over the top real fast, I'm sure, because the art's
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I wasn't sure of the response. I was kind of keeping it simple, but hey,
that's
if
still
people are
simple.
asking about it,
It's
know.
like you're not offering everybody a piece of art. You're putting one
Mhm.
piece of art up for this price, and if somebody buys it, then you ship it to them.
Yeah. That's
And
true.
and
That's
your
true.
and your money count goes way up.
Yeah, yeah.
And hell, send them a book too, right?
Exactly. Trying to get the story out. Well, and also thank you, Kinko, for all the advice and for the tips and tricks. I really appreciate it. If you're still in the chat or just left, thanks again.
Dude,
Kinko just was.
these guys are all awesome. Like you said, go set up that Twitter account, and all these people will be promoting the hell out of your book on Twitter. I guarantee.
Well, thank you so much. Well, I'm actually going to be getting ready probably to.
90 minutes is good.
I have a lot of work to do now, right?
Yeah,
Every time I talk, it's a fun party, and it's like, man, I have a lot of work.
yes,
Got a lot of work.
you do. First, I would say definitely set up the account, and secondly, twice a day in the madness, drop this link
Okay.
to this
All right.
campaign twice a day, and nature's going to take its course on you now out there in the internet world. I'm just letting you know.
Oh yeah, it's
You
the
know,
internet world.
We're going to do our best to make this thing blow up now. So
Yeah.
you know,
Well, thank you so much. Seriously, appreciate it.
you did so good though. I'm serious. Look, $3,200, y'all. She did all of it herself, all the art, the story, everything herself. Look at it. She did that $3,200 without all of us pushing it and getting her on all the shows. This thing's gonna blow up. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I can't do it without you guys. And seriously,
Well,
that's
we gonna do that.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jessica, I will see you again. I promise I will see you again. If you decide not to extend 30 days, then we definitely have to be back out here with you next Monday.
All right.
And
We'll know
probably
by the end of the week for sure.
And Tuesday night, we'll try to have you, if you decide not to extend, we'll try to have you on a show big enough to get you seen. But I really think, extending would be amazing for this.
Yeah.
There's so many shows to get you on, and that's what I'm saying, dude. 3,200 is real good for a silent campaign that you've done by yourself with no big name artist, no variant covers, none of that. Okay, come on, man. I know people that are really good that still rely on somebody, a name, to come do a cover for them to get them promoted, to get for the extra promotion. You did amazing. There you go. I don't know who Helen is.
I know who that is.
All right, cool. Welcome to
Mom.
our show. Yes, and we believe in her too. This is amazing. She has a
Aw.
great campaign. We're looking forward to promoting it. We're gonna blow this thing up. I promise you.
Yay. Well, thank you again. I really, really appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun, and now I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Good work.
And I don't know who's gonna be hitting you up first. Probably RJ. Probably already has, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So just keep an eye out for her, guys. She's gonna be everywhere. We're gonna be talking about her, and y'all know how that works. Welcome to the madness. And you too, Jessica. Welcome to the madness.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
All right, you go have a good
Right.
evening. I'm gonna play some commercials and talk about a few other
Good.
things I got going on this weekend.
Awesome.
But CromCon weekend. It's for me. I'll be working.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy too. You have a lot of work too.
Yes, exactly.
Good luck.
Have a good night.
Thank
It's
you
great
so much.
talking to you, and I can't even say I'm looking forward to talking to you again already. So,
Likewise.
all right, have a good night.
Take care.
You bet. It's so awesome. Was that freaking awesome or what? Come on, you guys. Go back that book, man. Yeah, we'll be talking about that one for sure. You know it. Y'all know what's up this weekend, though. Pop's got to work. Pop's got to work. CromCon 2. CromCon Europe 2, I should say. And the Madness Art Auction. And there is a bunch of awesome freaking art that's going to be in the Madness Art Auction. Let me see if I can pull up a page real quick. Oh, you did real good, Jessica. You exited out just fine. That was awesome. Very graceful. It was fun. It was great having you on. Yeah, we'll definitely talk to you again for sure. You guys go check out Jessica Vanderpol Studios.com. And of course, in the madness, you can find her there. Good stuff, man. Love it. Now, let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. We got some art we're auctioning off this weekend. Okay, we got some people that have donated some cool stuff. We got some people that are out here auctioning off their own stuff for good causes. And yeah, it's gonna be kind of wild. Let me see if I can share the screen real quick, show some of this stuff off, and then I'm gonna let you all go. But I want to show some of this stuff off real quick. Okay, get the banner out of the way, jackass. All right, so here we go. Let me see if I can blow that up where y'all can see some of this. Mike Jimmy Lorsa de Bruin. He's going to be auctioning off these pieces, and he's also going to be co-hosting with me for the art auction. I love that one. I want to get my hands on that one. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, Daniel Monroe. Look at this. Look at this one, y'all. Yeah, he's auctioning this one off, and the proceeds going to a charity that he's familiar with. We also have Rusty Gilligan is going to be auctioning off something. Proceeds are going to be going to Heroes for Causes. Look at that. Pops did that. That might even go up for auction for Madness Upgrades. Alexia Veldhusen from 47 Furious Tales is going to be auctioning off 3 pages. 2 of them are from book 1. 1 is from book 2. And this was a mask design that they were playing around with. And that original piece is going to be up. This one is from the book Neotheric. It's drawn by John Andre Portilla, and it was donated by Michael Gonzalez for Madness Upgrades. This is a Greg Harms piece from the book Realms, both the pencils and the inks. That'll be up. Here's another pencils and inks from the book Realms by Greg Harms. And that one is a pencils and another inks from the book Realms by Greg Harms. This is a Ms. Beetlejuice by David Fout. It was donated to the Madness. This is a Marv Vasculones. You might know him from The Sin Killer. It's Daenerys and her dragon from the Game of Thrones. That will be up for auction. If everything else sells, and I still got time to sell something, we might even put this here canvas, this Shiloh canvas of Mojo Risen up there for sale. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff that is going to be up here. Some of it's going to charity, uh, and some of it's going for madness upgrades, and some of it's, obviously going to the artists themselves, just depending on who's feeling what that day. But we got all kinds of that going on. Let me see. Let me find the guest list real quick and cover that, and then I'll check out of here. All right. So our guest list. Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern, Peter Clinton will be out here, and he'll be um, auctioning off some art. And then 11 a.m. will be Mike Jimmy's hour, and he'll be auctioning off some art. And then at 12 p.m., I'll be out here with Mike Jimmy and Cowboy Dave, and we'll be talking about, stuff in Dave's collection, and who knows what else. You never know. 1 o'clock, y'all know Lucifer Storm, Lady Satan, and Ed Gein Demon Hunter. He's going to be here talking about the Ed Gein book. Nina Daisy Aberline is going to be out here talking about her book. And I just showed you a piece from Marv Vassilonis. He's going to be out here. We're going to be talking about the Sin Killer. And y'all know Russ Leach. Only Russ can save us. He's going to be at 3 o'clock on Saturday. And then Willie's going to be the final guest on Saturday for CromCon Europe. And then RJ from Critical Blast is going to pop out with a guest talking about cutting costs on international shipping and some of the people in the international community that he's helping with to lower the cost on their shipping. And Saturday, we're kicking off the art auction, Saturday night, the auction will continue with some stuff that I'm going to be doing from the Madness, and then Dan Moore's going to do some of his pieces that will be donated to charity at 8 o'clock. That's Saturday. Then Saturday's done. Sunday at 11 a.m., Alexi is going to be out here with them 47 Furious Tales pages, and we're going to be auctioning those pieces off. And then myself, Texas Dave, I don't know who else is going to be there for Sunday to kick it off. And then Tim Perkins at 1 o'clock, and Peter Clinton is going to be back out here at 2 o'clock. And Rusty Gilligan's going to be out here at 3 o'clock, auctioning something off for the Heroes for Causes. And then at 4 o'clock, Bristolian Dave, Rob, Bryce, Jacobus, the CJUK bargain bin is going to be here. And I'm pretty sure Peter Gilmore is going to be here with them. That's going to be awesome. And Sunday night, we're going to finish it off. We're going to be auctioning off some Sean Howe art. And I don't know if y'all pay attention to Sean Zilla on the Creators Outlet show every Wednesday night. But he goes out there and he shows what he does live, and dude kills it. And I got a couple pieces on my wall. You're going to want to check that out. Wow, that's a lot, man. Friday night, I'm going to be out here too. We're going to do the CromCon kickoff show. We're going to talk about a couple people that didn't necessarily have a chance to be in the show, but we want to make sure they get highlighted before their campaigns are over. And we're going to go over all the art that's going to be available the next day in the art auction. Wow. All right, y'all. I'm going to play some commercials, and I'm going to go eat me some food. What's up?
Hello, my name is Dirk Hooper. I'm a comic artist and illustrator looking for work right now. I've been doing art professionally for well over 2 decades, and my art has been in 3 comics, several art books, novels, and magazines. And I've had work in galleries in the Netherlands, England, Belgium, China, and all over the United States. I offer comic-style illustrations, sequential art, and digital paintings on a wide variety of genres, including sci-fi, fantasy, gritty, noir stuff, and bad girls. You can find more about me and my work at Rain King Studios. Contact me today to commission your custom artwork. Thank you.
Hey, it's Belle from Liberty Entertainment Distribution. We've got quality indie comics in hand ready to ship to you now. Yes, really. And it gets better. At Liberty, publishers set their own wholesale pricing, and we don't take any fees, so don't wait. Call or visit me today at ledg.us or call 1-800-525-2091. 2091.
when they mined an area. See, they put down yellow tape right across that line. See? And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136, I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
First Timer Spotlight is a presentation of the Madness Comic Network, broadcast on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt. Madness Comic Network, providing online promotional services for the indie comic community.